This is a great RC car, but in this video we're going to transform it into one of the best RC cars and we're going to make it 4-wheel steer. Do you want to know how? Stay tuned! This is the FMS Lemur, and the FMS Lemur has got the FCX24 chassis, which is one of the best RC cars on the market. But in this video we're going to make it even better. So why is the FCX24 so good? Well, it's got sublime electronics, a very good servo, a very good motor, portal axles, 2-speed gearbox and a lot more. But in this video we're going to upgrade it with a lot of new parts, we're going to make it 4-wheel steering and of course we're going to test it. But first let me show you all the parts that we have got for this little car. As mentioned, we are going to make it 4-wheel steering. Well, that sounds very complicated, but it really isn't. And to do so, what you will need is a front axle, a servo and of course a servo horn. And then you can make it 4-wheel steering. Also, we are going to install a lot of upgrade parts. So these are brass steering linkages and we've got 2 sets. So one is for the rear and one is for the front steering assembly. So we've got some brass servo horns. We've got some metal drive shaft and we've got some metal linkages. And of course we are going to upgrade the tires and I've got some wheel weights. I'm not sure if the wheel weights will fit in these rims, but we will find out in a sec. The first thing that we are going to do is unpack everything. Now I'm going to install the servo onto the axle, we are going to change the linkages for the brass ones and we are going to install the metal drive shafts. To improve the steering angle I suggest to remove this little screw and mount it via the other way. So just remove this one and install it on this side as you can see and then you will have a better steering angle. And I suggest to do it in the rear and in the front of course. I am all done with this axle and look at the quality of the parts. Everything feels so nice and everything feels so sturdy. There's only one thing that I changed. I just used some longer screws to mount this little bracket to the portal axles because yeah, it was a bit too short in my opinion. But now I'm going to continue with the front axle. I'm all done in the front and look at these parts guys, these are just sublime, the quality of these parts, they fit perfectly, I am really pleased with those. So I will put a link down below to these so you can check them out for yourself, but I really suggest to get yourself a set of these, you know, these are just great. So now it's time to mount the rear axle, we are going to replace the Y-links and of course the steel drive shafts. Everything is mounted now and now it's time for me to figure out the wiring. Unfortunately the wire of the rear servo isn't long enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend the servo wire and then I'm going to directly solder it to the front servo wire. I'm all done with the soldering guys and everything is functional, but there's only one thing that I forgot and just look at the wheels, no, they will turn in the same way and we have to turn them in the opposite way to make it 4-wheel steer. So we have to do a slight modification inside the servo and I will show you that in a sec. It's a very simple job to reverse a servo. The only thing that you have got to do is that you have to swap the motor leads and you can see the 3 little wires right over here. So these are the ones that are going to the potentiometer. So you have to swap the outside. So you have to remove this one and solder it there and that one has to be soldered there and then you're all done. I'm all done and everything is functional as you can see, so that's pretty nice. So now it's time to reinstall the bonnet or the hood cover and then I'm going to change the tires. Unfortunately, the brass weight won't fit inside this beadlock rim, so this inner ring is much more narrow than this one, so we have to ditch this plant. And we have got another problem. So these are the tires that I bought, and these are the original ones. And do you see the problem? And everybody will tell me, well Fabian, this one doesn't fit on the rim. Well, let me tell you a secret, it does fit. Just look at this, well you have to play around a bit of course, but finally it will fit. So I will do all 4 of them and then I will come back to you with the result. So guys, I'm all done with the car and everything is functional and this thing really looks amazing now. So we are not going to do the easy obstacles, we are going to straight dive into the more difficult ones. So this is the first one and the car has to go all the way up this big boulder. And yeah, let's see how it performs. Here we go. Do you see the steering? That's just sublime. It can steer on a dime. That's really impressive. So here it goes without any problem. Let's go to the next one. This is a very steep boulder for a car of this size, so let's see how the Lemur does it with all the upgrades. So the car has to be very, very capable if you want to go up this big boulder. So let's see how this one does. Oh, do you see how we turn it? That's sublime. And here it goes, without any problem. This thing is amazing now. Now let's see how it performs on the boulders. So I made it a bit more difficult and throw on some very big boulders. But let's see how this one performs now. But I think it can do it without too much problems. So here we go. Do you see that? That's just easy for this car now. So let's go up again. That's more difficult. This is one of the most difficult lines that you can choose to go up the boulder pile again. But let's see how the Lemur performs. Until now we're going steady. Oh, the boulders are moving. Whoa, are we going to tip it over? Almost. Let's slightly go that way. Oh no, backwards again. Here we go, here we go. Oh no, let's try that again. Let's find a slightly different line so it won't tip over. A little bit more to this side. Here we go. Oh, the plant's in the way. Oh, the tires are really grippy now. That looks amazing. Here we go. Yeah, we did it, man. This car is so amazing. I am so liking this little car. Let's do one more test to see how capable this car is. So this is a very difficult part because there are a lot of big gaps between the boulders. So we really have to make advantage of the 4-wheel steering. Oh, and the front wheels in the gap, do you see that? So let's see if we can save it. Yes, here it goes. Let's keep the wheels on the rocks. Yeah, here it goes, man. Wow, I really love this little car. So guys, that was the test drive at the FCX24 Lemur edition with all the upgrade parts and of course the 4-wheel steering. And this thing is so capable now. I really like this little car. And the tires that I have fitted are doing a great job on the boulders and the obstacles. These are just amazing. So yeah, I just used a couple of upgrade parts for this little car, but you can get a lot more for this little rig. I will put a link down below so you can check it out for yourself. But for this video guys, that was it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you got any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.